We're gonna start again, I'll have to do two. Okay. All right, yeah. Okay, so these are your noun clauses. That we were happy and that we cared. Okay, you could say that we were happy and that we were caring. I mean, okay, if you want to be extremely parallel that, you could do that. Okay? If you wanted to have the exact same sentence pattern in your dependent clauses, in your noun clauses, you could do that. Okay? That we were happy and that we were caring, if you wanted to do that, okay? But this is fine. This is two good noun clauses, and they both function as the subjects for your verb made. All right? Okay? All right, one more section. And that's good because we almost out of time. Honestly, I do feel like the majority of you all will do quite well on this as long as you take your time. And why do I say take your time specifically on this, more so than other tests perhaps? Because in writing, there's room for lots of mistakes. Specifically, do not give me fragments. Okay? For the last English test in a dual credit English class that you're getting college credit for, even if you fix a problem in one of these sections before or in your own sentence, you do what they say. If you give me a compound sentence and then you make it into a run-on, it's completely wrong. Okay? Because I can't abide by seniors with run-ons. I don't mean that mean, but it's a big deal at this point. 8th grade, don't like it. Okay, but, all right, last one here. 4.4. That is on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thought I turned it on, but I was like, well, maybe I talked about turning it on and didn't. That's always possible.
Is this 4.5 or 4.4?
4.4.
We're continuing 4.4?
Last was 4.3. There were two for 4.3, just like there were two for 4.1 and there were two for 4.2. Now, the second one on 4.2, I didn't actually label it up here as such, but I told you what was going on. Okay, last one. This one only has one section for 4.4. Okay, this is writing sentences with clear coordination and subordination. Okay, really quickly, what's the difference here? What ideas would be coordinated versus ideas that would be subordinated? I know she knows. I think you know. Stephen, do you know this? Like, if I'm coordinating two ideas with certain conjunctions, why? Versus subordinating two ideas with other conjunctions, perhaps, why?
Subordinating, is that meaning like when it's like because of? Like,
Good.
Like your conjunction itself is like there's two different types of conjunctions.
Good.
That what
Good, okay, good. Subordinating means I've got probably a dependent clause with an independent clause, because the dependent clause is less important. Because, than, that type of thing, okay? This, in order for it to be correctly coordinated, you need parallel structures. What do I mean by that? Two subjects with prepositional phrases, or two verbs with prepositional phrases. Okay, they need to be the same structure to be coordinated correctly with and, but, or, nor, for, yet, or so. Yes?
The subordinating ones, like, do they really need to be of, like, equal importance?
They don't, with coordinating, technically they do. Yes, if they're coordinated as well as they can be, they should be. Okay? Let me pick the hardest one here. There are 5 of these. Some are coordinating, some are subordinating. Let me pick one of these. And then we are done. That one's easy. Easy. Okay, perhaps this one. Yeah, I think this is the only one I would look at this and say might be challenging, actually. I think the others of these are pretty easy. Again, follow your mechanics. Make sure if you need a comma and a conjunction, you put it. Okay, so on each of these, what they've done is they've given you, but when I said about subjects are two verbs, all of these are two sentences. Okay? Each of these five is two separate sentences. They want you to either put them together. There's one at least, one or two, where you could put comma but, and you'd be good. Or comma and. Okay, maybe. But then there are others like this one where one idea is more important than the other. So you gotta fix it. Stephen, what would you put here?
Could you do the evening breezes that cooled the house swept over the lake?
You absolutely could, but I have one better. Somebody else come up with, but that was good, that's fine. I would be fine with that. Hold on. The evening breezes that cooled the house swept over the lake. Remember, I got robbed of a few minutes and we waited on people, okay? The evening breezes that cooled the house swept over the lake. That's fine, but there's a better one. Here we go. Now, it involves changing a couple words, moving a couple words around. Oh, wait a minute. Yes. Right? So you got a lake right beside your house, I'm assuming. Very appropriate for this time, but as far as nearness to Christmas, but I want you to get this, okay? As the evening breezes swept over the lake's right here, beside the house, sweeping over, they cooled the house. Okay? Yours works though, Stephen. That would be okay. All right? All right. Test tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Okay, thank you.
Oh, praise the Lord. Eddie, you do